start the display in 3 or 4 minutes' time. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the Red Arrows! Red 1 leading the formation over in big battle formation, the red, white and blue smoke standing out well against the skies here at Miramar. As the aircraft bank around to the left, Red 1 calls them into short diamond formation. The coloured smoke changing to white as the aircraft take their positions. Leading the formation is Red 1 Squadron Leader Martin Pert. Martin is a former Harrier and Typhoon pilot. He's instructed on the Hawk and is in his 2nd year as the team leader. Bringing short diamond in from the left-hand side, the smoke about to come on.
Letting it out, rolling, out, swivel, jump.
Red 1 speaking with a very metronomic cadence on the radio. The other pilots are reacting to the rhythm and the tone of his commands rather than the movement of his aircraft, which keeps the line straight and the formation shapes very symmetrical.
Right, now. Now.
On the right-hand side of Diamond is Red 4, a new pilot for 2019. That's Flight Lieutenant Gregor Ogston, Apollo. With that low cloud in the middle of the display area, Red 1 electing to move into the flat display. As Apollo moves off to our left-hand side, the shape representing the profile of the Apollo landing craft.
Now.
Well, as Apollo moves off to our left-hand side, we're about to celebrate another moment in history. It's another anniversary. This time the 50th anniversary since the first flight of the marvelous design and feat of engineering, the supersonic airliner, which was, of course, Concorde. Red 1 bringing the aircraft round in from the front. Reds 8 and 9 will look like the engines underneath Concorde as they bring it in from the center, about to bend to the left for the Concorde pass.
Now. Now,
on the left wingtip of Concorde is Red 5 Squadron Leader Steve Morris. Steve has previously flown the Harrier and the Tornado GR4, and he's also been an instructor on the Hawk T2. He joins the team for 2019, flying in the Red 5 position. Now, as the smoke comes back on, the aircraft are moving into one of our most technically difficult formations to fly, with 5 aircraft in line abreast and Red 6 and 7 tucked in behind. It's Phoenix. To the left of Red 1 in Phoenix is Red 3 Squadron Leader Mike Bowden. Mike has previously flown the Harrier and the Tornado. He's instructed on the Hawk and has flown 5 seasons on the Red Arrows. Now in from the left-hand side, the coloured smoke about to come back on in Phoenix. Changing to white as Phoenix moves off to our right-hand side. The aircraft will enter a turn before representing another shape from history.
Out, right, now.
The nose lights come on towards us as Red 1 reverses the turn to the right. The smoke trailing from the tailplane of Lancaster. Now in our rolling and full shows, Red 1 rolls the Lancaster formation. The Lancaster, of course, not well known for its aerobatic abilities, but it was rolled by the famous test pilot Alex Henshaw in the UK in World War II. Now as Lancaster moves off to a left-hand side, it is time for one of our favourite manoeuvres of the first half. Red 1 is about to call Reds 8 and 9 to drop off the back of the formation. The nose lights will come on towards us, the air brakes will come on. We'll be given the command for 8 and 9 to roll, representing the combat aircraft recently retired from the Royal Air Force after 3 decades of frontline service. It's time for Tornado.
Ouch, really? Ow.
Here they come, get those cameras ready.
Smoker, go. 8 and 9, roll, go.
Aboard calls Red 9 as Reds 8 and 9 put the coloured smoke on, rolling around the smoke of the rest of the formation. Red 1 about to bend the aircraft to the left, changing smoke colour as they go. Let's hear it for Tornado. Well, the end of Tornado signifies we're approaching the end of the first half of our display. So far you've seen all 8 aircraft in graceful formation aerobatics across the sky. Well, as we enter the second half of the show, we're about to step up the tempo, we're about to shift up again. It's time for Detonator.
Low recovery.
Enid, brake, brake, go, calls Red 1. Here come the rear section. On the spectacular detonator, keep your eyes on Red 6 and 7. The coloured smoke changing to white as they stay down low. Closing speed of over 700 miles an hour. They'll pass 100 feet apart in the spectacular Jippo Pass. They'll reverse the turn, crossing 100 feet apart in the Cyclone. Keeping the turn going, Red 6 and 7 pulling hard towards each other. They're about to cross once more, sniffing the smoke in slingshot. And about to fly straight through the middle in the Pulling up to the vertical with the red, white and blue smoke is Red 9 Flight Lieutenant Dan Lowes. Dan is a former Typhoon pilot and weapons instructor. He's in his 3rd and final year on the team. Red 1 leading Enid section off to the left-hand side, the coloured smoke changing to white as he makes way for the Synchro pair and number 8. Right way round, they will switch as they cross in the vice versa. As 6 and 7 continue down the line, the white smoke is about to go off. They'll pitch crowd rear to make way for Enid.
185 easing up. Holding. Right, check.
100 miles an hour, they'll pass 100 feet apart, pulling hard into the turn, crossing 3 times in the carousel. The smoke comes on, 6 and 7 pull hard into the turn. As they cross at the back, the smoke colour will change, leaving a red and blue half of the circle. Red 1 manoeuvring them into a right-hand bend, Red 5 at the bottom, moving his aircraft out with the rudder like a pendulum for the line astern pass. Now in the Red Arrows, normally we fly with the even numbers on the right and the odd numbers on the left. Red 1 has just called them into a reverse formation. This time we have even numbers on the left, odd on the right. Well, to fix that, he'll call them through a maneuver called the slalom. As the smoke goes off, here they go. Back onto the correct side in battle formation, the coloured smoke about to come on, ready for the battle pass. Now each of our aircraft in the Red Arrows has red, white and blue smoke available from a tank underneath the aircraft. The smoke is operated by 3 buttons on the control stick. We have 1 minute of red, 1 minute of blue and 5 minutes of white smoke. With Red 2 missing from this formation, the team adjusts the colours to make them symmetrical and keep the shapes as even as possible. On Red 6 and 7, roll inverted, flying formation down the line, Reds 8 and 9, rolling around them in corkscrew. Complete calls Red 9 as corkscrew finishes to our left-hand side. 2 and 3 roll go. Of course, just Red 3 in the formation today as he rolls in. The clear go call comes for Reds 4 and 5 to roll. Complete sings Red 5 as the rollbacks finish to our right-hand side. They're going to roll towards each other twice in the cleverly named double rolls. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been watching the Red Arrows! Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the Stars and Stripes break. Well, as the aircraft break in numerical order, they'll stack up downwind before turning final, reforming on the runway and taxiing back in formation. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been our privilege to display for you today. Thank you for watching the show. Thank you for listening to me. And all that remains for me to do is to wish you all the very best from all of us in Great Britain, in the Royal Air Force, and the Red Arrows.
Give the newbies a round of applause, because believe me, they are going through it this weekend. They're the fine folks walking around here in the khaki uniforms.
New boss is here, Brian Kesselring, and all the other newbies that are here as the Red Arrows come taxiing by. But it is very, very crucial that everybody on the team gets along, because with the amount of time that they've got to spend together away from their families,
60
away
plus
from their homes.
dates a year. It's nuts.
Exactly. That means you've got to have an openness, an understanding, a willingness to be correct. Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you this. Ladies and gentlemen of the Miramar Airshow, are you ready for the Blue Angels?
Like 8 of them. 8 of them are ready.
Okay, I just looked at number 8. He says maybe. Let's try it one more time. Are you ready for the Blue Angels? That's better. The next voice you hear will be Lieutenant Commander Kerry Rickoff. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present to you the United States Navy's Flight Demonstration Squadron, the Blue Angels.